Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. Come on in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in. How is everyone doing today? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Kingdom. Come on in, come on in. Welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing today? Welcome in. Come on in. How you doing today? Hey, Miss Cheryl. How are you today? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. How's everything going? How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. So happy to have you guys. Come on in, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in. Welcome in. How you doing, Miss Cheryl? How are you today? How are you? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How is everything? Cheryl says, I'm great. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing okay. I was supposed to come on yesterday, and it seems like it's acting up again today. The Wi-Fi and the internet was just literally, I tried from like 2 o'clock yesterday, and about 4:30-ish, I said, forget it. I got annoyed, and I said, ay, ay, ay. And I'm trying to log on to my laptop today. The phones are working now. My daughter was like, Mom, you got to call the people. It's not, my Wi-Fi is not working. I said, I know, I was having the same problem. So I don't know. I'll have to go off of my phone. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I literally tried for hours yesterday to come on, to go live. And it was like, no, that's not happening. That is not happening. So yeah. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. Yep. But today's topic is sure signs the narcissist is cheating. And you know, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking down at my notes, and you're never going to believe this. I tell you what, the devil is a liar. He is a liar. He is a liar. He is a liar. I wrote so many notes, and I don't see not one of my notes. Not a one. Not one. Unbelievable. Not one note do I see. Yeah, not a one. Not a one. Obviously, the enemy does not want this, because I was going to do this topic yesterday. So obviously, the enemy does not want this topic to be done, but that's okay, because we'll wing it. I'll go off of memory if I have to. But yeah, that is the weirdest thing. I can't find my notes, and I wrote tons of notes, but that's okay. Let's see. Annie, how are you today? Welcome in. Annie says, hope all is well. Hi, Miss Treasure. Hi, Cheryl. And good topic again. All right. Sounds good. Sounds awesome. Good. Glad it's a good topic. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's the inevitable, though. Sadly, it is the inevitable that, yeah, the narcissist, signs that the narcissist is cheating. Signs the narcissist is cheating. So in the very beginning, um, you know what? I don't know where the notes are. I wrote them in my. I always, if I have good like a really good topic and I'm like, oh, I have this bullet point, I have this bullet point, I'll write my notes down so that when I'm doing the live, that I don't forget anything. And Annie, I'm looking for the notes. The notes are not in my phone. But God is love. It's okay. It's okay. We gonna keep going. One monkey don't stop no show. Not over here anyway. Yeah. Yep, but the notes are gone. Completely gone. Absolutely nowhere in sight. And I'll look again. My eyes today, I don't know why, but my eyes have been very dry and very itchy. So I will look again once we get going to make sure that I'm not missing it, but I'm not seeing the notes. But that's okay. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. Exactly. And he says, you lost your notes? Well, it's easy to remember. Exactly. Exactly. So true. So true. Hey, Zola, how are you today? I was thinking about you earlier. How are you? How are you? We missed you. Zola says, hello, everyone. I hope all is well. Miss you guys. Yeah, we missed you too. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. So happy to have you. Hey, Lawrence. How are you today? Welcome in. Lawrence says, good afternoon. And smash that like button. Right to the point. Right to the point. How are you guys? How are you guys? Welcome in, welcome in. So happy to have you. I hope all is well on this wonderful, worshipful Wednesday. I hope everyone is having a blessed and amazing and happy, fulfilled day. I hope everybody is in good spirits. And then as you come in, just wave, say hi so we know that you're there, so we acknowledge your presence. And then as you come in, if you would please do me a favor and just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. We have a couple of people in the, I'm not sure what the issue is. And I don't know why it seems like on YouTube, it's like really, really hard for people to just hit the like button, but it's like a thing. I know a lot of people that I see doing videos kind of say the same thing. It's like, why is it that people don't like to hit the like button? I'm not sure. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, welcome in, welcome in. And then, yeah, Annie says, over jealous. Yep, that they are. That they absolutely are. They are. So they're always looking for a new supply. They're always looking for the replacement. And then Annie says, LOL, hun. Hi, Lawrence. And then, yeah, me too. I guess I have allergies. Yeah, it must be allergies because literally my eyes are like itchy, 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 itchy. Very itchy today. And then Annie is saying, hey, Zola. And Zola is saying, hi back. And then Annie says, if they accuse you of cheating, they are probably doing it. Yeah. Yeah. More than likely, if you're dealing with a narcissist, if they are accusing their mate or you or whoever it is of cheating, 9 times out of 10 is because they are confessing, and that the reason why they're putting their insecurities and their jealousies off on someone else is because they're actually doing it themselves. So yes, mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, Annie, yes. And then from memory, I wrote down that, you know, I think in the love bombing stage is probably, and it depends on the person, because if in their, I would assume, I thought about this and I said, you know, when the narcissist is love bombing you, if the narcissist is infatuated with you, if the narcissist feels that you are it, the tag, you're it, not that you are the person that they've been looking for all their life, you're the next victim, it. they become infatuated with you. And everybody doesn't get that. I don't think everybody gets that from the narcissist. But there are some, probably the super empaths, the people who are loving, who are kind, who are patient, who they see that they love this person for what this person can do, what values they bring, what they bring to the table. They become infatuated. So that's probably the only time that they're not cheating, because they're trying to secure their spot with the victim or you or whoever it is. So they're probably so busy with trying to keep up with their victim that they are not cheating, because they have to present themselves as being this perfect person, this loving person, this put together person. So they're overworking themselves to impress that victim, to secure their spot, so that this victim is the next best thing. I hope that makes sense. But other than that, other than that point where they are just so wrapped up into you, I think that every other time they are cheating. They're cheating at every other moment, other than that love bombing infatuation stage. Because once things go back to normal, once reality, I guess, hits, and they see that, hey, no one's perfect, this person's not perfect, which no one is perfect, but in their mind, I think that they do at some point in that infatuation, they say that this person. But it's funny, this just came to my head. As they pretend to be the perfect person for you, I think maybe in their mind, they feel as though certain victims are the perfect person for them for that moment, temporarily anyway. But other than that period, I think every other period they are cheating. I think so. Let's say they're just meeting you. I thought about this. Let's say they're just meeting you, but you're not, or the victim. They're just meeting a new victim, and that particular victim is not good supply to them. They're cheating, even though they're pretending. They're probably off trying to figure out, okay, this one's not it. This one does not have the qualities that I'm looking for. So they're still, on their route and on their route to the next best thing. Yeah. Yep, Annie says overly jealous. Sorry, let me get back. Okay, gotcha. Yep, yeah. I wish I had my notes. So another sign that they're cheating is, that's funny, you guys have stuff here, but I don't see it on here. Okay, let me go back then. Annie says, if they hide that was one of the things I wrote. If they hide their phone or get pissed when you answer the phone, they're cheating. Yep, if they play victim by telling you they got cheated on, yep, there's a good chance they think about themselves. Or maybe, I think you meant to say that they're actually talking about themselves. Yep, it's projection, right? So they'll tell stories about how they've been cheated on, and they don't want, they want someone who is honest. They want someone that is loyal, But in the meantime, that they're the ones that have been the serial cheater, because narcissists are 100% serial cheaters. They can't help themselves. Sadly, they can't help themselves. So they are definitely serial cheaters. They will cheat with just about anyone, any opportunity. They're cheating. Yeah, yep. And then Annie says, if you are the new supply, they will belittle their ex. Yep. Yes, Annie, thank you. I wrote that too. They will belittle their ex, and then they do the same to you after. Yes. Yep. And then the new supply, they're telling the new supply that the current person or the ex is cheating on them. So that's their way to justify their cheating, by getting a new supply, because they're saying they're probably telling the new supply, if the new supply knows that they're still currently with the person, they're probably saying, the relationship is over. This person's been cheating on me all this time, and I'm sick of it. I can't take it anymore, and I had enough. So it's their, like you said, Annie, they're projecting. They're projecting what they've been doing all this time by being a serial cheater, and telling the new supply, becoming the victim, and projecting whatever they're doing onto someone, onto the ex or the current person, or the ex. Yeah, yep. And yes, so they will, when they're securing their new supply while cheating, they're going to tell that new supply so many lies about the current person or the last person, that is probably still a current, whether they may not tell the new supply that they're still with this person. They may tell the new supply that the relationship is over, but the the other person doesn't know that the relationship is over, because they're securing their supply. They're moving on. So yeah, and then Annie says, yes, ma'am. Let me see if this caught up on here. Let's see. Yep. And then Lawrence says, and see what you're in their phone as. Ah. That's a good point, Lawrence. That's a really, really, really good point. Wow. So is it possible? Oh God, that's awful to think. Is it possible that they have you down as something disgusting and derogatory? I think I saw, I don't remember, it was a couple of weeks ago. Someone was telling a story that she was calling her husband, and apparently the husband had left the phone home, and when she went to the phone, the phone was ringing. She heard it ringing. She went to it, and it said something like dumbass or something like really derogatory, or idiot, or I don't remember what it was, but it was like really like, wow, like that you could tell that's what the husband thought of his wife. So is that a thing? Is that something that they do, that they label their partner, their significant other, their current victim, something derogatory? That's a good point, Lawrence. That's a really, really, really good point. Wow, wow. And then Zola says, once they think they have you where they want you, yep, they start trying to find a new victim. The way they don't have to work that way, they don't have to worry about figuring out what is what they're up to. Yeah, or what's next. Or what's next, right? So, because they're always planning ahead. So, yeah, yep, exactly. Yeah. So their wheels are always, we're a year here, but they're a year ahead of us, or 6 months ahead of us, or 3 months ahead of us, in their minds, because they're always planning ahead. And then I did write this down because this actually happened to me. If you see that the actions and their behavior doesn't match reality, and I'll say that again. If their actions towards their current supply doesn't match the reality. So, two things. When the narcissist was cheating, the behavior was, what's the word? It was like the disrespect was on a new level. It's hard to explain, but the disrespect was like on a 10. So usually on a 7 or an 8, but this was on like a 10 or a 12. And then another thing is, if they have their phone and they're always putting their phone down or putting their phone on silence, that's a sign. If they get a call and then they don't answer the call, let's say they don't answer the call, and then they say they have to go somewhere, or they step out of the room to talk to the person, those are sure signs. If the narcissist is like cold, it doesn't match the reality, because the other person is not doing anything to them, but they're being very cold and very callous, and it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. And then they're nitpicking. My daughter just sneezed. My mother always said when someone says something and someone sneezes, it's true. So the reality doesn't add up to their behavior, how cold and callous they are. And their victim isn't doing anything wrong. Their victim isn't doing anything. Their victim is just living, and they're just really being nasty, vile, and disgusting, and super, super cold, super callous, very withdrawn, very, very withdrawn. Their behavior is completely different. You know something is wrong. You absolutely know something is wrong. Let's see. And they're being extra, extra sneaky. Let's see. And then Annie said double standards. Yep, you have to show them proof. Yep, but they never show you. Yep, they can look in your phone, right? But you can't look in theirs. They can look in your items, but you can't look in theirs. Yep, again, they piss if you insist. Annie, you're a mess. Annie says, right, Zola. And hey, Vanessa, how are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? And then Annie says, hey, Vanessa. Zola says, hey, Vanessa. And Vanessa's saying hi to everybody. And then Annie says, they suddenly get distant. Yes, yes. But it doesn't add up to reality, because everything is normal. Everything is normal. There's no real arguing going on, other than them nitpicking on a new level. But it doesn't add up. Their distance for no reason. You know, their behavior and the way they're talking and how distant they are doesn't add up to what's really going on. So that's a really, really big sign. And then Annie says, oh yeah, some are disgusting. Left he left his phone. I learned plenty that day. Yep, she was 17 and he was 32. $17? No, Annie, say it's not so. Ooh. The phone will tell you a lot, though. The phone will tell you a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And they'll learn how to communicate in the phone. So they may be communicating through Facebook. They may not necessarily be communicating through text message. They may be communicating in Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. What are some others? Twitter. They may be, the narcissist was communicating in WhatsApp. So they may not necessarily use the regular phone. They may go into an app and cheat in there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Spending a lot of time in the bedroom for no reason. Yeah, spending a lot of time in the bedroom. They don't feel good. They're laying down. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Y'all not going to trap me. Y'all not going to pull me in. Spending a lot of time in the bedroom for no reason. Put two and two together, y'all. Let's see. Annie says, Vanessa, yes, you are better now without a doubt. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. Did I miss something? Oh, sorry. Yep. Vanessa says, I'm so glad the narc is out of my life. The new/old supply can have the narc because I'm happier without him. Yeah. Yep. And then Annie says, oh yeah, some are disgusting. Yeah, yep, I read that one. Sorry, I did miss your note. Sorry, Vanessa. And then Annie says, Vanessa, yes, you are better now without a, yep, without any doubt. Yep. And then Zola says, their phone becomes more important to them than anything else. Zola, it's not funny, and I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing because you are spot on. You are spot on. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, their phone is like, if when they realize that they left the phone, like you know, in those shows when you're like, you can see somebody moving in slow motion and they're like, no. When that phone starts ringing and they're like across all the way in the backyard or across the room and they realize that they put the phone down and that phone starts ringing. Honey, what they gonna do to get to that phone before you? Sure sign. Absolutely sure sign. Yes, Zola. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Zola says their phone becomes more important to them than anything else. They will almost kill to protect their phones. Zola, I'm going to kiss you again. Mwah. That part. That part. Or when they're home, the phone is off. Or the phone is nowhere to be found. No phone at all. No phone. Meanwhile, the phone is always connected to them, but now all of a sudden, where's the phone? You don't know where it is. They don't know where it is. The phone is non-existent. Yep, nowhere to be found, or on silent somewhere, hidden in a shoe or a drawer or something. Who knows? Yeah, yep, or a car, or in the car, folded under a t-shirt. Folded under a t-shirt. You can laugh about it now. Lord have mercy. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for delivery. Woo. Yes, Zola. Yes. Annie says, "Oh, treasure, that is an important fact. Actions versus talking, and the disrespect to the roof. Yes. Yep. Yep. The reality does not match their behavior or their coldness, their callousness, how they are to you. It just doesn't add up. It literally gives you bells where you're like, what is wrong with this person? Why is this person being so, like, coming in and saying nothing at all? Not one word. Don't talk all day and coming in and saying nothing. Meanwhile, you ain't do nothing wrong to them. And then go eat your food. Sit down at the table and eat your food and fix lunch. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Let's see. And then Annie says they act that way so you scared to ask questions. Well, that's when the questions become even more, because you're like, what is going on? It just doesn't add up. So they make you want to ask them more questions, because if the behavior and the reality is not matching, your bells gotta be going off. Your discernment has to be, your gut intuition is like, what in the world is going on? Why is this person acting like even worse than normal? Like, yeah, like you said, Annie, to the roof and beyond. Yep, yeah, yeah. Vanessa says the narc had 2 different mobiles, so I guess that's how he managed his supplies. Thank you, Vanessa. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. I don't need, Annie, I don't need my notes. Y'all are on it, honey. Y'all are on it. Vanessa, 2 phones. Yeah. One you know about, and the other one you know nothing about. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And then, like Lauren says, naming people in the phone. Maybe it's a Robert, and if it's a man, if the narc is a man, maybe they have the person down as Robert, but it's really Rosie. So they switch the sexes maybe, or vice versa. If it's a woman and they want to hide from their husband, they'll call the person in the phone Elizabeth when it's really a man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The hiding. Yep. The hiding. The sneakiness. Yep. And then another thing, too, is the money is funny. The money is funny, y'all. The money is funny. Bills, why the bills not getting paid? Why is that bill, why is there a notice coming? Why is these bills not getting paid? Because they got to secure the new supply. The new supply has to get the love bombing. So the bills are not being paid because the new supply is getting the bill money. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a sure sign, too. If things are not adding up and it's not making sense, and the notices are coming that the bills are not getting paid, but the money is still coming in because they want to make the new supply feel like they got it. But meanwhile, the new supply has no idea that the bills are not getting paid. But guess what? The new supply don't care that the bills are not being paid. The new supply want to know when you sending this money, honey. Yeah, so they're tricking everybody and tricking themselves because the bills don't go away. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And then Vanessa says, I learned it's imperative to listen to the red flags. We can't, we already been there. We talk about this all the time. We've already been there. We know what ignoring red flags, what the outcome is. So in this date and time, in this junction, we cannot any longer ignore red flags. No more. Yeah. Yep. And then Annie says, yep, it was disgusting. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. That is insane. He's lucky he didn't get in trouble with the law for that. Yeah, that's scary. And then Annie says, Vanessa, so true. Sometimes it is so much red flags that you don't believe it. You second guess yourself. Yeah, because their actions, right? Because usually that love bombing, we talk about this all the time. That love bombing is not only in the beginning. That love bombing does happen throughout. When they see that you're pulling away, they're drawing you back in by love bombing. I now know that it was love bombing. I didn't know that back then. I didn't know what this sickness was. But now, once you know what you know, once you understand, you have to know that that's what it is. It's all fake. It's all pretend. It's all to coerce you, entice you, give you temptations to make you think that this person is who they, like Lawrence says, their representative. And that's who we're meeting, the fake person. Yeah. Yep. And then Annie says, oh yeah, they tired. Wow. I forgot those dumb reasons too. Oh yeah. I don't feel good. Why are you in the bed still? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why are you still in the bed? Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I got a headache. Don't want to come out the room. Yeah. Yep. Annie's like, Annie, you got it, right? You got it, right? Okay. My dad calls it sexting. Not texting, sexting. And Lauren says, y'all better smash, listen. Y'all better smash that like button, y'all. Y'all better listen, somebody needs to smash that like button. We only got 2 likes. Someone please smash that like button, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. Someone please hit the like button, please. And then Zola says, my ex was late for work once because he came all the way back home for the phone when he realized he left it. Right. 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 They'll unalive you for that phone. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. One day I found out, when I found out, I held on to the phone, honey. Didn't want to leave. You don't need it. Go to work. What you need a phone for? What do you need a phone for? You're going to work, right? You don't need a phone. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll kill you. They'll unalive you for it. They really will. um, let's see. Annie says, if a historic person's knock on no stop on the door, they say, see, told you, see, she's crazy. I'm not understanding, Annie. I'm so sorry. What do you mean by that? What person are we referring to? um, and then Annie says, Zola, LOL. I'm sure he was stressed out. Yep, I bet he was out of breath. Oh, honey, he was racing all the way back home to get that phone. Yeah, he didn't want anyone to call while he was not, when he was away from that phone. Please don't let that phone ring. Yeah. Yep. And then Zola says, I know exactly what you mean about spending alone time in the bedroom. Yep. I can't tell you the things I've walked in on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And, you know, I think about this, and I don't know if people don't use their head or they just don't care. When you put yourself in those types of positions and situations, do these people not understand how social media is right now and how this person that they're involved with could in an instant ruin their life? They don't think about those things. They don't think about that. I'll never forget. It's funny because my mother reminded me of this story, and I'll tell you this story because it's not funny, but it's funny. So the narcissist mother lived in New York. She's passed now. So one time we went to visit, and it was summertime. And as soon as I got in the door, she was sitting on the couch. She was like, come, 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 come. I said, I thought something was wrong with her. I was like, what happened? What happened? She ran over. She said, sit down, sit down, sit down. I got something to tell you. I was like, what happened? What happened? What's wrong? Mom, what happened? You okay? She said, I'm fine. I got something. She said, I've been holding this in all day and I can't hold it anymore. I got to tell somebody. I said, what's up? She proceeds to tell me that the neighbor, her neighbor, came over crying hysterically. She said that her neighbor, the woman, came home from work early one day and walked in. She said she heard voices in the house. Now they have upstairs and a downstairs. She said she's downstairs and she hears voices upstairs. Well, only her and her husband live in the house. She says she slowly walks up the stairs. She opens the bedroom door. And her husband is stark naked, like the day he was born, on his phone, with another woman. Yeah. And then that's how she found out that her husband was cheating. And then she proceeds to tell his mom that it doesn't even work. Like, why? Why? this person could now take that image and plaster it all over social media and ruin this man's life. Well, he did it to himself then. Why would someone do that? I don't know. But yeah, yep, it's real. It is real. So yeah, that is a sign if they're spending way too much time in the bedroom. Yeah, yep. Oh yeah. So yeah. Uh, Annie says, with time they get confused with their own lies. Yep, it makes no sense. They forget the BS that they said. We don't. Exactly. 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 Yep. Exactly. Very, very true, Annie. Very, very true. And then Annie says, oh, they piss when you open the phone bill sometimes. Yep, sorry. That is a trigger. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Because the phone bill has all the numbers. All the numbers. Yep. So, yeah. Yep. Sometimes it's good. Thank you, Annie. Sometimes it's good if you don't get the bill, if it's online. Sometimes it's good just randomly go inside and look at the numbers and see who's calling repeatedly over and over and over again. Yeah. Yep. Sure sign. Yep. And then Annie says Zola. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine Zola. Can't imagine. And then Vanessa says new supply will never change the narc. No one will. The narc is not even going to change him, his or herself. Yeah. And then Annie said the gaslighting goes to the roof also. Yes, Annie. Yes. Yes. Up and up and up on the gaslighting. Yeah. Because everything is your fault. Everything is the other person's fault. Yep. So doing things intentionally, yeah, yep, yeah. And the gray rock, the gray rock, cold like ice. Cold like, especially if they've secured in their mind another it, the next victim it. Oh yeah, you getting cold, cold, cold rock. Cold and callous. Yeah. Yep. You're not getting any conversation, honey, because they are through with you. Yeah. And then Anna says, Vanessa, right? They do the same. They do the same to them. Annie says, they don't feel good. You left work. You missed the bus. Oh, surprise. You saw him going out like a thief. Yeah. Yeah. They will sneak out the house too. Yep, at night. Yeah. Yep. They'll sneak out. And hopefully they're not sneaking the other person in. Yeah. If they're bold enough to do that, and you catch the other person in there, do what you gotta do. Because that's bold. That's really bold. Yeah, Vanessa says the ex-narc was able to speak many languages, so I guess that's how he was able to cheat without me knowing. Okay, wow. Okay, that's another one, if they know different languages or a different language. Yep, yep, that's another one. And then Annie says, oh, excuse me, oh, LOL, it's some examples I saw. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. And then Annie says, they don't care on the spot, I think. They don't care, period. As long as they have new secure supply, they don't care. They could care less. Um, Vanessa says, come to I have come to realize that the narc didn't or doesn't care about anyone. They don't. I say all the time, they don't. Not even their children. They don't. They do not. Not even a little bit. Yeah. Um, and then Annie says fact, not even. Yeah, confirmation, not even their kids. Yeah, they say with their mouth that they care about their kids, but their actions show that they don't. They clearly do not care about their kids, because anyone that cares about their children wouldn't behave the way they behave, wouldn't do the things that they do, wouldn't put other people in front of their children. They just wouldn't do a lot of things that that narcissists do. They wouldn't behave the way they behave. They would set good examples for their children. Yeah. Yep. Annie says, OMG, funny, not funny. Poor her. Yeah. What a bad way to get home. Yep, to get back home. Well, good, well, good people don't put these things. Well, good people don't put these things on the internet. He was lucky. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she did, if the other person did or not. I have no idea. I was just saying in general that you just never know. They could record that, right? Let's use that as the example. She could have recorded that without his knowledge. And then let's say one day he did something or he broke it off and she wasn't ready for it to be broken off. And he pissed her off in some way. And she says, okay, I'll teach you a lesson. And then plasters that. You just never know. So why someone would do that in this day and age with the social media the way it is beyond me. Why you would expose yourself on video with someone that you don't know anything about. You got to be so careful. We have to be careful. You have to be. We have to be. We have to use our head, because in a blink of an eye and in a snap, that scenario can change your life forever. A moment of quote unquote pleasure. It's all over. People are doing it every day. I see videos all the time of people in hotels cheating, and something happens, and then the other person pulls out the phone and starts recording and letting them know that they're going to be exposed to this. They're going to get exposed to the person's spouse. Pastors, big people and politicians, you name it. So they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves, sadly. When that happens, they do it to themselves. Yeah. And then Zola says gaslighting more. Yep, to throw you off. Yep. Off their trail. I started asking questions about the money being short. Yep. It wasn't long after that he left. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. It's not adding up. It's not making sense. Yes, you're going to work every day. Nothing has changed, or as far as we know, they're going to work every day. Now, there's a big question. But Sorry, the phone was ringing. Yeah, you start questioning all of that. Why is the money short if you're going to work, supposedly going to work every day? Why are the bills not getting paid? And when you start questioning them, right, when 1 and 1 is not equaling 2, they're going to start running like Zola's did. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Sadly. And then Annie says, yes, Zola, because you had proof he knew he was screwed. Yeah. Yeah. And they don't want confrontation in that way, right? They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to have to answer to anyone. So yeah. Yep. And then Annie says kids are accessories. Yep. For them. They sometimes use them to find new supply. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. And dogs, I would assume. Kids and dogs to find new supply. Yeah. Yep. And then Annie says it's like a chess game to them. Yep. When you don't play, they get bored. Right. So true. Very, very true. Yep. And then Lawrence says it costs money to love bomb the new supply. Yep. So the bills ain't going to get paid then. Especially if the person is not well off. But you look at if you look at the credit card, if they may use credit card, because most of the time that's how people buy things. You look at the credit card bill, you'll see bills in there, or charges, excuse me. You're like, what's that? You didn't buy me flowers that day. Somebody got flowers from, what's the flower place? Flowers.com or whatever it's called. I didn't get Victoria's Secret. Somebody got Victoria's Secrets. Those are things that sure signs that they're cheating. Yeah, they can't talk on the phone in front of you. Something's on. Something's up. They're accusing you of cheating all the time. Something is off. Yep. The money is not adding up, but they're going to work every day. Yep. You're right, Lawrence. Yep. It costs money to love bomb. It sure does. It sure does. And he says, I knew he was cheating just by, by smelling him. He smelled lust all over him. Oh. That's terrible. Here's another sign, a sure sign that they're cheating. They've been out at work all day, and when they come home, they smell fresh and clean like soap. Or, like Annie says, like lust. Something is not adding up. Yeah, sure signs. Sure signs. Yep. And then Annie says, yes, Lawrence, but they don't buy it with their money, LOL. Well, some do. Some do. Some do. Some will not pay their bills to love bomb that other person with money, with items, with things. The money's got to come from somewhere. Yeah. Yep. Vanessa says, I don't think that narcs want to be happy, because if they do, they wouldn't do everything in their power to destroy good people. But we serve a good God. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they don't know what happiness is. Remember, narcissists are not mentally healthy. They're not happy inside. They don't work on themselves. They point fingers at everybody else. They find flaws in everyone else instead of working on themselves, instead of healing themselves, instead of holding themselves accountable. They don't know what happiness is because they're not happy within themselves. Yeah, sadly. And then Annie says yes, and dogs. Yeah. Yep, if you have a cute dog, oh, how cute. And then, yeah, yep, and the children, yeah. And then Annie says, Vanessa, I don't think they know what it is to be happy. They don't know what happiness is. They don't know what love is. They don't know what loyalty is. They don't know what honor is. They don't know any of those things. They don't know what that is, and they don't want to know. But they want it. They want it to be given to them, but they will not give it. And if they are giving it, it's only for temporary, and it's only to trick you with their representative. Yeah. Yep. And I'm going to wrap up soon, guys. Let's see. Annie says they happy when they see you suffer, though. So true, Annie. So true. Very true. Very true. Hey, Rebecca. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. And then Lawrence says, watch out for that term. Watch out for that term, work husband or work wife. Yep, work husband or work wife. A narcissist, they always have a coworker as supply. I agree. I agree. Yep. Yeah. Or their friend at work. Their friend at work. Yep. Work husband, work wife, or that their friend at work. Yeah. So true, Lawrence. Very, very true. Very, very true. And then Annie says, the one I have many cheating examples was before my kid's dad. Yeah, if they smell clean, it's a red flag too. Yeah, yeah, yep. Why do you smell like lever or dial and you've been out all day? Yeah, Annie says, yep, Lawrence. And then Annie's saying, hi, Rebecca. Rebecca says, I'm still at work today. Aw, okay. All right. Well, thank you for stopping in. Thank you. We appreciate you. We hope all is well. We hope you're doing pretty good. And then Lawrence says, it's always a coworker or a neighbor. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yep. Yeah, and they're playing the victim all the while. All the while they're playing the victim. And then Annie says, have a good end of shift, Rebecca. Yeah. And then Annie says, or one of your friends, your best friend, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. It doesn't matter to these people. They don't care. If they gotta have one up on you, okay. Okay, they'll do it. Rebecca says, I work at a nursing home. Okay, awesome. That's good. That's pretty cool. Awesome. And then, yep, Annie says, very important job. Yeah. And then Annie says, yeah, they have no shame, none at all. Not even a little bit. Yep. And then, let's see. Lawrence says, sorry. Lawrence says, if it gets, Lawrence says, if it gets a pulse, they're on it. Pulse. If it's breathing, if it's breathing, they're on it, right? Because it's supply. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as it's supply. That's all they care about. And Zola says, in my case, it had to be a coworker because that's all he did was, quote unquote, go to work. Right. Right. Or dating sites. or dating sites. Yeah, they can remember on dating sites, they can be whoever it is that the other person wants them to be. They don't ever have to be themselves. Yeah, yep. So yeah, work and dating sites. Yeah, yep, exactly. And then Annie says, is laughing at Lawrence. Yeah. If it has a pulse. I love it. And then Annie says, LOL Zola, yes indeed. Yeah. And Vanessa says, the ex-narc would shower a lot throughout the day. He would wear strong aftershave. Oh my gosh. And then Lauren says, clean up woman. Oh, exactly. 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 And then Annie says, it's same from both gender, yes. Yep, exactly. And then Zella says, Lawrence, cripple, cripple, blind, or 99. I love it. It's funny, but it's not funny, but we gotta find, listen, I'm gonna quote my mom. You gotta find humor in it, honey, and live a long life. So yes, cripple, blind, or 99, they want it, they on it. And Annie is laughing. Oh my goodness, Lauren says, Treasure, I love to see that. Listen, it's the truth. It is the truth. And you know I love to laugh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But guys, I'm going to go. I hope you guys have an amazing and blessed evening. Remember that you are a part of God's kingdom and that he loves you more than anything in this world. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And then Annie says, better laughing sometimes. Yes, listen, we have to laugh. We have to laugh. And then Annie says, have a good evening all. Yes. And then if you want to connect for a one-on-one, I'm going to put my information in the description under the live. And I'm still looking for a co-host. So whenever you guys are ready, definitely let me know. Would love to have a co-host come on with me. And then Zola says, God bless you all and have a good evening. I maybe I might come on tomorrow. I'll see. I do have some errands to run tomorrow early, and I'm not sure what time I'm going to get back. So if I get back in time, I may come on. If not, I'll see you next week. All right. I'll love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a blessed and wonderful evening. Bye, guys. I love you. And then Lauren says, keep cash locked up when they come home. No, honey, no. Cash is about to get out the cash cage right now so he can walk around and bother everybody. Love you guys. Bye, Kingdom. Have a good one.